This character, I think, does discover certain things about humanity and the possible reason for existing and a sort of reason to live, a way to have something to look forward to. They've chosen him because a character who has nothing to lose can be a very destructive weapon. It's a bit like a terrorist who when part of his plan is not to escape, he becomes the sort of best and most difficult warrior of all to defeat. What happens is, when you first meet the colonel, he's kind of unkempt and unshaven and long-haired. For an Air Force colonel, he's long-haired. And when you meet him there, he's obviously whipped himself into serious fighting shape, and meets the team that's working on the Stargate. The moment that's led by Catherine, who is a woman who has a great deal of knowledge in this area, and he just comes in and takes the operation over as per the military's conditions and needs. And it's really about them meeting him. And he's now someone who has been given, he has decided to take the mission, as it were. We don't understand we don't know what it is at that point. And they meet a man who's extremely cold and extremely, apparently uncaring. And right off the bat, though, you, I think, see that he would like to be able to care, but he just doesn't feel like any of it makes any difference. So, unfortunately, she's run into a complete brick wall. Well, I did what I always do in that situation. I screamed for my double, John Casino. No, when you're in those scenes, you know, you sort of mentally gear up for them, though they're going to be kind of uncomfortable. That one wasn't nearly as bad as I had sort of envisioned it being. The mastage worked very well, and the being out there in the sand, it was kind of early in the game, and it was kind of fun. And I was feeling pretty loose. I was feeling like I was dressed in this stuff, and it was light and made for the sort of conditions that we were in. And it was one day of a little bit of wind and dust and sand, and we did it in a couple of takes. And I was surprised that it was just suddenly, it seemed like it was over. And it was at night, and it was cooled off a little bit. It was after some of the other stuff that I'd been doing on the other movie. It was kind of a welcome pleasure. It wasn't difficult. And I think that it's probably going to look really good. It'll look. They definitely had those wind machines cranked up. I remember the first day that I worked, and it was real hot. I asked somebody. I said, "Gee, it's pretty warm today." He said, "Yeah, it's 126." And I thought this is going to be kind of long and grueling. In all honesty, it was very, very tough on the crew because they were hauling equipment around those dunes, and they were hauling them long distances and stuff. For us, it was kind of a party. Dennis Lydyard, my makeup man, and I would get the opportunity to jump in a dune buggy and ride dune buggies around until they had the shot set up. And then I'd come in and do the shot and sort of jump back in the dune buggy again and take off. The dunes were fun for me. I had also a chance to take my biplane down there and sort of buzz the set and zoom around. I'll tell you, the Stargate for me has been a real fun, just a real fun show. But I have enjoyed my time with all the actors, and especially with James, who I spent most of my time with. I've enjoyed myself. I've had just a nice time, and I've had great time with Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, who are fun people. They're fun. He runs a fun set. People are I think, always, basically having a good time. And I think that's important for a movie. I like those experiences a lot. He loves to act. He loves the process of it. And he's also one who...
John Morris, come to first unit.
He likes to, I'd say, get as much out of his role as he can. Not leave any rock unturned, or something that he might try, or something he might want to discover about the character. He's very excited by the process. He really likes it. And it's always fun to be around that, and it's always it's inspiring at times, to watch somebody be as excited as that about anything they do. And he's been a pleasure. He and I have shared a lot of laughs and discussed the movie as little as possible.